Hello everyone, it's Jeanette here. Welcome to my channel. Some days ago I watched a video by Jeanette, and Jeanette is My Cottage Crafts, M-I Cottage Crafts, and she is just an amazing creative. She has the most amazing creative talent, and I always watch her videos. And she inspired me from, when I just started out, and she still does. And this one video I watched, and one of the video of hers that I watched was her entry to a YouTube challenge giveaway by Fiona J. Now, Fiona J is a journal maker, and she too, I looked at some of her videos, and she is also a very talented lady, and she's having this giveaway, and her requirements are quite simple. You need to have an A4 paper. I mean, you can have any kind of paper. You can have pattern paper, coffee, tea dyed paper, eco dyed paper, whatever you want, and you fold it in half and you decorate the paper, the each side of the paper the way you want to. And on the bottom left hand, on the bottom right hand corner of each page, you put your name and your YouTube channel. So Jeanette inspired me to give it a go, and I'm not a journal maker. Last year when I was back home, I was looking after my dad, and my craft room at home is as paper. I started out as a paper crafter. I mean, I still craft with paper, and whereas here in Dubai I have lots of lace and appliques and fabrics and stuff. Back home I just have mostly paper. So I got to watching Kayla Gastonelli, and there's another amazing woman, and she got me interested in the journal making. So I bought some digi kits and I started making journals. And I made quite a few, and I felt that I was learning bit by bit, going through each journal. I felt that I was progressing a bit more, even though I'm like way under beginner over here. The thing about the journal, about junk journaling, is there is some really amazing ephemera that everybody uses, and it ranges from old vintage paper, music paper, time cards, guest checks, all those wonderful things. And I think there's a lady on Etsy, A Tattered Dream, and she sells all this amazing ephemera. And I've been very tempted to shop, but the shipping to Dubai always puts me off. And I know on Pinterest you can actually print all these things as well. But for me, when I looked at everything, I thought, I'm just starting out, so I'm not going to like plunge into this whole thing, and I'm going to concentrate more on the journal part as opposed to the junk, as in junk journal. So I've been mostly using digital kits in the journals that I have made, and so anyway, to get back to Jeanette's video, she inspired me to give it a go. So I used a kit called Medieval Missives, add-on part 4. I think I bought a whole lot from her. I think she's Medieval Mirage. I'm not sure. I'll post a link to her Etsy store. I'll post a link to Jeanette's video, the entry that she is submitting for Fiona's challenge, and I'll post a video on Fiona's challenge. And this lady's Etsy store is stunning. So I printed all the things on coffee paper because I love dyeing coffee. I love dyeing normal paper coffee. I love coffee staining paper. So I printed the kit on coffee paper, and I used it. So, but I must tell you guys, I went way overboard. I designed. Okay, so when this was my design for my journal entry, and it's on coffee paper, coffee dyed paper, and this is just a tie made out of muslin. So um, this is my coffee dyed paper, and on the cover I have a print out from the digital kit, and I have a coffee dyed doily, and throughout the book I used pieces of this sorry piece, and you know, I was loving the golds and the mahoganies because they went very well with this paper collection. And so this image here was something I'd started before I went home last year, and it was just one of those projects left on the wayside. But I chose this image. I mean, I'd already done that, and you know, obviously I've lost interest in that project, so I used this image because I felt that it fitted in with the whole look of the paper. She's printed on muslin, and this is also like an old sari piece that I've wrapped around there. And then I have the coffee doily, and so and I have a piece of the sari over there, and another piece of the sari over there. And there's also just a little snippet I place at the bottom, and she has a cameo on her dress, so I put a cameo there, and the cameo is also used as a closure for the string over here. This lifts up slightly, but it's not meant to lift up, and that's just something off one of the printed cardstock papers I have. So on the cover of my folded paper, on the front of my folded paper, I have a flip open. So this is also coffee paper. I printed on the coffee paper, so you know, it flips open, and I put the belly band there from the digital collection, and this I cut out from one of the images on the papers. I cut that out. This is one of this two together is the image. I put some of the sari trim there, and there's a stamp image I glued there, and I used fabric to make a pocket. Fabric from my stash, very sheer fabric. And then I just have bits of sari and lace at the bottom. So in here there's a pocket. In here there's a pocket as well to tuck something. So that closes, you know, and it goes over there, and then you open the page. Okay. So on this side it's just the coffee paper. This envelope is a flip, so lots of room for journaling. And yeah, I made a side pocket also with the paper, and cut out one of the sentiments that comes with the paper as well. Put some little fibers in there, and that tucks in there. And then over here, with this envelope, I decorated a bit, and I used a mini file folder. I embossed the file folder, and so this is all just decorative. I glued it onto as you can see, the piece from the digital kit, some lace, bits of sari, just random little pieces around there, and cut a slit in there, and there's a tag from the kit, from the digital kit, and that piece of paper, and that is from the digital kit as well. So I punched my 2 holes, and the string goes underneath, and it serves as my closure. This is a Tim Holtz piece. So when you open the envelope, the flap of the envelope, as I told you, this is all on the flap. As you open the flap of the envelope, I have I think this is from an older Tim Holtz ephemera piece as well, and then this, I just used one of the tags and made a pocket, and no, it's not a pocket, it's just a little tuck there. So that goes in there. And there's a paper clip and a piece of the sari. So when you open the envelope, you open it. So, and then I just have a piece of lace and some metal pieces. So when you open the envelope, just like, it's not glued down, it's open. And inside, it's just a little book. It's made of a copy paper, journaling. There's nothing in the book, it's all blank. I just put some more of that metal flowers at the bottom. Just plain paper, and at the back is a printout from the digital kit, and there's a tag in there that's held down by that paper clip. And it's just a plain craft cardstock tag. So when you close the envelope, you just close it, and it closes again. Okay, and then at the back of the envelope is another tuck spot, another belly band, and then there's this little book that slides in there. And the book, again, is just coffee dyed paper. The image, that's not from the digital kit. That's from some, I don't know where. There's a piece of sari there, and it just opens, flaps out, one page, and then in the middle I put one of the sentiments on each side, and coffee dyed paper, and also just flips out as much as the same as the front. So that just slides underneath my belly band. Okay, and so the closure comes around, and if you look, you'll see there's a little loop in there. So this goes into the loop and tucks under that white metal piece over there. So, and then on this side, like I told you, there's just a side pocket with tuck, and at the back I have a glassine bag, embossed glassine bag. This image is from the paper. I cut it out, and again I used one of the tags as a to display, like, you can tuck behind there. I used this metal piece and put an image in there, and then just put the string across there to make it more decorative. And then inside the glassine bag, there's a button I made. So I just punch out a circle punch, and then I use a punch with a smaller hole, and I make the 4 holes, so it looks like a button. And then I put this die cut piece in there for a photo. This is from the digital kit, so you can put a photo on there. This is from the digital kit as well, and the tag. So, and at the back is an image from the digital kit as well. So that goes into the glassine bag, and then I have a bookmark to tuck in there. Okay. So so this was my design, and so I thought, I don't have any of that ephemera pieces I mentioned, the time cards and guest checks and all that. So I thought, what I like to do, a journal I recently made is I make little books for it. So I thought I would make little books to go in here. So I started making little books, and look, all the little books I've made. So let me show you. I made this one with the sari piece over there. That's from the digital kit, and then there's a little tuck spot in there, although this doesn't belong there, and some very nice handmade paper. So that's the one. And then I made another one. I got a little heart charm there. Snippet from my stash. Sorry. It's from the digital kit. And that's from the digital kit as well. Piece of sorry lace from my stash. There's a tag. You can journal at the back. And sorry. You can journal at the back, and this image is from the kit as well, so that slides in there. And then you have journaling spot. Here's a side pocket with a tag from the kit, a sentiment, some sorry, middle piece, and that's just decorative. You can journal on there, journal on there. There's another side pocket with a tag. So that's my second one. I just couldn't stop myself, eh? And then I made another one. This beautiful papers from the digital kit as well. Made a bow with some snippets, some sorry there. Coffee dyed paper. There's just a tag from the kit and some craft tags. Coffee dyed paper. Here's a doily, coffee dyed doily, and there's a corner pocket, but at the top this is the other half of the other piece that I cut out. So, and then I made an envelope, put that in the envelope with some sorry, and inside it's just a little journaling piece of paper. So that tucks underneath, and at the back the doily is glued down on this paper, and you lift it up and it's a tuck. And then this I made as well. So I'll show you where I thought all of this would fit in. So I cut this big tag at the back. I left it open and I put another tag in there. One of my handmade buttons, and I put some eyelet in there, coffee dyed doily, a paper doily. I also embossed it, and here the same, made the put a piece of snippet there, the homemade button or handmade button, and then you can see there I've embossed it, and I embossed this craft paper. So that goes there, and then this one is up, and there's some journaling paper, space over there. This is I printed this out from the kit, and on cream colored paper, cardstock, and beautiful digital kit. So it opens there. I made an envelope, and there's just some paper to journal on, and this is from the kit as well, love letter, it reads. And and then that closes as well. So these tie together. So then there's that one. And then the last one I made, I just put this around there to keep them all together. And again, this piece I cut down to fit onto this coffee dyed paper that I just folded in half, and this is a plastic bag. So I haven't done anything to the tag. There's just a belly band at the back, and this one slides in there like that, so she can decorate that the way she wants. And there's more journaling space at the back. And then my final little book is, take the paper clip off, some lace there. Again, this is from the printed on coffee dyed paper from the digital kit. I have a snippet there and a button, some sorry. So that just tucks behind the button, so it opens up, and from the digital kit. There's a tag, the image, some of that handmade paper at the back to journal on, and I used some of the paper to make a tag, some sorry over here as well, some of that handmade paper at the back, and I made an envelope, little mini envelope with one of those sayings in there. So that goes into that pocket, and you have the two, yeah, you can put something in there. So it just closes. So you ask yourself, where did you think all of these were going, Janine? Well, I'll show you how my brain worked. So when you open up the flap here, this one goes in there. Oh, you should see how bulky it is afterwards. It will... I don't know how I was thinking. I was thinking how all of this was going to fit in. So, so this one goes in under the fabric, and this one goes in the, oh yeah. Okay. So you have that one there, and you have that one there, and this is the one over there, right? Yeah. So then this closes, and you put the string over the cameo like I showed you. Okay. And then it opens up to that that envelope, and so, and then this goes over. Let me just tuck it in here and show you how it works. I didn't actually want to do this on camera because I know I'll be like 1,000 thumbs, you know. Wouldn't know what to do with myself. There we go. See how I'm struggling. Of course, when I'm not on the camera, I can do this with my eyes closed. Right? Come on, Janine. Don't be such a ninny. Oh, there we go. One's fingers is not so nimble anymore, you know. So I'll show you in a minute. I put it around there, and she goes underneath. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. So that keeps that down, and why don't I just do it properly and show you properly? There we go. Perfect. So, and I want to do tutorials. Oh my gosh. So there's that, you know, so guys like that. So when you open it, you get that part. So from this, fits in there, like that. Okay. That goes in the book. Okay. And then this one, I will just put this over there. No, it's this one. Okay. Tie it down with a nice bow and put it in there, like that. See? And then it closes. So, and then that is the end of it. And I put the muslin back over there. Oh my word. I don't know why I don't why I don't just do this. Oh my gosh, Janine. Okay, so here we go. Much better. Okay, so So that's how I was going to present that. Now look at that. Look at all that bulk in there. But you know what? I decided that I made it for this journal. I'm going to give it all to Fiona. I am making another. There's another couple of ladies who are doing the same challenge, more or less, and I am making another journal page for another challenge, but the color is totally different, so I couldn't sort of take the books and put it there.